Hello students, welcome to Time YouTube channel for bank and SSC exams. Right, today's session we will take up IBPS RRB PO Mains data interpretation. Already we have done a series of sessions for data interpretation on various topics like caselets, pie charts, tables, etc. And we are doing also for this upcoming RRB PO Mains exam. But here what happened is I have we have put together about 5 sets which are of easy to difficult, moderate and difficult level of sets which have appeared in the recent RRB PO Mains exam. But along with this, we also strongly recommend that you watch our other live sessions where we are doing on a regular basis about half an hour, about 2 sets, about half an hour of time. On a regular basis, you can visit our YouTube channel. You can watch there in our live sessions. Also, if you are not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly do subscribe to our YouTube channel, Time for Bank SSCCGLE. If you are already subscribed, please click on the bell icon to get all the latest updates from us. Right? So, all set now. Let's start. Right? Let's start. This is the first set on your screen here. Just go through the data. Go through the data. Then we'll start solving the questions. Go through the data. Then we'll start solving the questions. If you have any queries, you can post it in the chat box. I will look at the chat box. I will reply to your queries. So let's start. Go through this set. Then we'll start discussing. Mohan Rao. Okay, good evening. The first set was not an easy one. It's your quant based TI. It's your quant based DI. This set is based on mixtures and allegations. Using this allegations concept, allegation rule, we'll be solving most of these questions in this particular set. This is a combination of your data interpretation with your quant based concept, right? You get time and work based DI, what you call boats and streams based DI, simple interest, compound interest based DI, profit and loss based DI, like that mensuration based DI. You will get probability based DI, quant based DI sets also, particularly in your main examinations, right? Now, if you see here, study the following table carefully to answer the questions that follow. The table shows average weight of sugar bags and rice bags in 4 different shops, A, B, C, D, along with the average of rice and sugar bags in each of these shops. Okay, so along with the average weight only of rice and sugar bags, it is missing here. Average weight of rice and sugar bags in each of these shops, right? So this is average weight of rice bag. This is average weight of sugar bag in kgs. And this is average weight in kg of rice and sugar bags, right? Total put together. Average of rice and sugar. Right? As you all know, average always lies between smallest value and largest value. So 66 is between 52 and 72. Any value you take. This is 75. Average of rice and sugar in shop B. So what is the minimum value here? 60. What is the maximum value here? 78. It is between 60 and 78. Like that. This is average weight of rice bag. This is average weight of sugar bag. And this is average weight of rice and sugar bags. Right? Let's look at this. Total number of bags is number of sugar bags plus number of rice bags. When I say total bags, it is number of sugar bags plus number of rice bags. Each question is independent of the other question. So let's start. This is the first question on your screen. I'll give you 30 seconds of time. I want you to solve and give me the answer. So this is the data here. Average weight of rice bag, average weight of sugar bag, and average weight of rice and sugar bags. This is the first question. In C, if the total number of bags is 110, then find the number of sugar bags in the shop. Right? Let's solve this. I'll give you 30 seconds of time. Let's solve this question. Anybody who can answer this question? In C, total number of bags is 110. Now, you should know your allegation rule. What is allegation rule? You write dearer price here, that is costlier price. You write cheaper price. One line below, you write your average price. We already know that average lies between smallest and highest. So this is dearer minus average, and this is average minus cheaper. If you say this is quantity Q1, quantity Q2, these two quantities are always mixed in this ratio. These two quantities Q1 and Q2 are always mixed in this ratio, right? So I not got any answer. Let's see. So remember this rule. So I'm erasing this now. In C, total number of bags is 110. In C, what is rice weight? 94. Sugar weight 72. So 94 is rice, 72 is sugar, and average weight of rice and sugar is 90. If you take the difference here, this is 4, right? So, and this is 18, right? So these two are in the ratio of 9:2. So total how many total quantities? How much? These two quantities Q1, Q2 will be mixed in this ratio. So 9:2. So 9 plus 2 total 11 bags. 11 total is represents your 110. 11 represents 110. What's the question? Find the number of sugar bags. This will give you the quantity of bags if I take the ratio of their average weight. So 2 parts, how much? 11 into 10, 110. So it is 2 into 10. It has to be 20. 20 is present in choice 1. 20 is present in choice 1. When you take the ratio of those averages, choice 1 is correct answer. Srinivas, correct answer. Right? So 94 is the highest value of, that is the average weight of rice, and average weight of sugar is 72, and average weight of rice and sugar is 90. If I take this ratio, I get ratio of the number of bags. That is quantity ratio, 9:2. So total bags will be 11 parts. 11 parts is 110. Sugar bags is asking us 2 parts is how much? So 11 into 10, 110. 2 into 10 has to be 20. Right? Let's move it. All of you please solve this question. Question number 2 on your screen, students. Question number 2 on your screen. Question number 2 on your screen. In shop B, the total weight of rice bags is what percentage more than total weight of sugar bags? So let me take B. So rice is 78, that is highest, and sugar is 60, and my average weight is 75. 78 minus 75, this is 3. 75 minus 60, this is 15. So this is in the ratio of 5:1. Right? What's the question? Total weight of rice bags is what percentage more than total weight of sugar bags? Now, how do you get total weight here? This is number of bags, right? This is giving me quantity. You can take 5K, 1K. I'm taking 5 and 1. Now, if you take rice, 5 into 78, you have to multiply if you want to get total weight. How do you get total weight? Average weight multiplied by number of bags. Right? This will give me my total weight. So average weight is given here, 78 into number of bags. You have to take it as 5K. I'm taking it as 5 because it is talking about only percentage or ratio. They are independent of your total value. Now this is 1 bag of sugar. So it is 1 into 60. You can multiply and find out it is what percentage more. Anyways, I told you percentage and ratio are independent of total value. I can remove the common factor here. This 6 13s. 6 goes 10 times. Again, 5 goes 2 times. So this is 13 parts. This is 2 parts. Percentage more. Difference 11. Opposite of more, less, 2 into 100. So 2 goes 50 times here. 11 into 50. 550% should be your answer. 550% is present in choice 5. You can multiply this also. 350 plus 40, 390 and 60. That way also you can do. I'm saying when you're calculating percentages, remove the common factor or ratio. Remove the common factor. You're going to get the same answer at very smaller base, smaller numbers, right? It is easy for you to calculate, right? Now I'm removing the common factor here. 6 13, 6 10s. Again, 5 goes 2 times. So this is 13 parts, this is 2 parts. What percentage more? You calculate it on 390 and 60, you are going to get the same answer, students, right? Let's move ahead and solve next question. 200. What's the answer? 300. No, Chandana, it has to be 550%. Look at this. Question number 3. Try this. Definitely main exam level DA will not be as simple as your prelim exam. It will be little calculation based, right? Let's look at this. In shop A, the cost of sugar per kg is 50 rupees. Total cost of sugar bags is 78,000. The number of rice bags in the shop. Okay, find out number of sugar bags first. Then automatically you'll get number of rice bags. How do I get number of sugar bags? What is the total cost of sugar? 78,000 rupees divided by per kg 50 rupees into, if I want number of bags, it has to be, what is total cost? Price into total bags. Na? So it is average weight. The average weight of A, this is what? Sugar. This is 52. Right? So let me simplify this. 13 4s. 13 6 times. Again, 4 goes 150 times. 5 goes 30 times. So number of sugar bags are 30. Right? Now if I take A, 72 highest, lowest 52, average 66. So this difference is 14 here. This is how much? 6 here. This is how much? 6 here. Right? Now, you can further simplify this. 2 3s, 2 7s. So we know that sugar bags are 30. If 3 represents 30, so 3 into 10, 30. 7 represents how much? These are number of rice bags. So into 10 you have to do. So number of rice bags have to be 70. 70 is present in choice 4. 70 is present in choice 4. Okay. Any questions? You can post it in the chat box. Right? Let's move it. Let's move it. Okay. No questions for me. Okay, fine. Fine. Next question. Answer this question, students. Answer this question. Question number 4 on your screen. Question number 4 on your screen. If the number of sugar bags in B and D are 15 and 20 respectively, okay, find the ratio of number of rice bags in B to that of D. B already we have done. Right, we have done. What is the ratio of rice bags is to sugar bags? 5 is to 1. In B, rice bags is to sugar bags is 5 is to 1. Right? So number of sugar bags in B is 15. If this is 15, into 15 it has become. So this will also become into 15, 75. What is the other one? D. D we calculated here in the first question. No, we have not done. We'll calculate here. D. D is how much? 75. Lowest is 66. This is 69. So 75. I'm talking about D. 66. 69. So this has to be 3. Right? If I take the difference, and this has to be 6. These two are in what ratio? 1 is to 2. This is rice. This is sugar. Now, sugar bags is given as 20. 2 is given as 20. So into 10. This will also be into 10. So it has to be 10. So what's the question? Ratio of rice bags in B and D. Rice bags in B is 75. D is 10. So it has to be 75 is to 10. 5 15s, 5 2s. It has to be 15 is to 2. 15 is to 2 is present in choice 3. 15 is to 2 is present in choice 3. Right? Any questions? Hope all of you are following. Already B we got it from question number 2. the ratio of rice bags to sugar bags is 5:1. Again, do not waste your time calculating. Previously, if you already done the calculation, use the data here. So 1 part 15, 5 parts will be 75. D we have not calculated, we are calculating here. We got rice is to sugar 1:2. So sugar bags is given as 20. So 2 parts 20 means each part is 10. So 1 part is 10. So 75:10 should be a ratio. It has to be 15:2. Right? So last question from this set. Try this question, students. Last question from this set. Try this question. If the ratio of total number of bags in A to that of C, okay, total bags in A is to C is 10:11, then the number of sugar bags in A is what percentage of that in C? What is ratio of rice bags is to sugar bags in A? Don't calculate. Already we have done this in the previous question, right? A, rice bags is to sugar bags is how much? 72 and 52. We have done it here. What is the ratio? 7:3. 7:3. Right? What's the other one? C. C also we have done in the previous question. Rice bags is to sugar bags. First question we have done. Rice bags is to sugar bags is 9:2. Rice is to sugar is 9:2. Right? So total bags in A 10K. Total bags in C 11K. Because they are in the ratio of 10:11. So A total I can take 10 also. I'm taking 10K. C total 11K. So what's the question? Find the number of sugar bags in A is what percentage of that in C. So sugar bags in A will be 3/10 into 10K. So it has to be 3K. Sugar bags in C, it is 2/11 into 11K. So it has to be 2K. Sugar bags in A is what percentage of C? So 3K upon 2K into 100. 3/2 is 1.5 into 100. Clearly, this has to be 150%. So it has to be choice 4. 150%. It has to be choice 4. Correct answer, Chandana. Good. Correct answer, Chandana. Correct answer. Right? Hope it is clear, all of you. I'll stand here. You can make a note. You can see the solution. Already from the previous questions, I got A, rice is to sugar, C, rice is to sugar. Right? We know A total, C total. So we calculated here. We got the answers. Right? Second set on your screen. Look at this set. Go through this set. There are 2 parts here. 2 sets here. You have to go through this. Just go through this data. We'll discuss. Go through this data. We'll discuss. I'll give you 2 minutes. Go through this data. Okay. So let's understand this. What is given here? We have got study the following table and pie chart carefully and answer the questions that follow. Table and pie chart shows information about sales of articles of 2 types, P and Q, in 4 shops, A, B, C, D. We have A, B, C, D, 4 shops. The first column shows ratio of number of articles available. Type P is to type Q. Number of articles available. Difference between number of type P articles available and type Q articles available. And percentage of articles sold in the shop, that is given here. And pie chart gives total articles of type P sold 750. And without that, how much is A, how much is B, how much is C, how much is D is given here. How much is A, B, C, D is given here. Okay. Let me take. What's the difference here? See, two parts. Two parts, 100. So each part will be 50. So number of articles available, P, A, B, C, D. Number of available, P available, I write available. Q available, total available, articles total sold. Right? Let me take these two parts, each part 50. So P is 250, 5 parts. So 3 parts, 150. Total available will be 400. Okay. Next 7 is to 11. Difference is 4 parts, 160. So each part 40. 160 by 4. 7 into 40, 280. And 11 into 40, 440. So this has to be 720. Then 2 is to 5. So difference is 3 parts here. Is 180. So each part 60. Right? So each part 60 means this is 120. 5 into 60, 300. This has to be 420. Right? Then 6 is to 5. Difference 1 part. 1 part is 100. So 6 parts, 600. 5 parts, 500. Total 1100. How many sold out of the 60%? So 240 sold. And out of this, how many sold? 50%. 360 sold. And out of this, 40%. 168 sold. And out of this 60%, 660 sold. Right? Now I got P sold. I'll write total sold. Actually, I have to continue here. I don't have space here. So A, B, C, D, total sold. I got the values here. 240, 360, 168, 660. Out of this P sold, how much is P sold? 16%. 10%, 75. 6%, 45. So it has to be 120 is my 16%. 1%, 10%, 75. 1%, 7.5. 6% means into 6. 42 plus 3, 45. So it has to be 120. So Q sold has to be 120. Total 240, total sold. P sold 120. So 240 minus 120, Q sold has to be 120. Then B, 32%. So 30% will be 225. This is my 30%. To this add 2%. 2% will be 15. 225 plus 15, it has to be 240. This is 15. So 240. So 240, 360 minus 240, Q has to be 120. This is 12%. 10%, 75. 2% will be 15. 75 plus 15, 90 is my 12%. This is 90. So this has to be 78. Total 168 minus 90 if I do, Q has to be 78. This is 40%. 10% 75, 20% 150, again double it, 300. 10% 75, 20% will be double, 150. 40% means double of 150. 300. So 300, this has to be 360. Same values are copied here. See, A 250 available, 280, 120, 600. 250, 280. See how much I got? 120, 600. 120, 600. Right? This is matching. I have copied this entire table there. Q available, 150, 440. 150, 440. 300, 500. 300, 500. Total available is 400, 720. 400, 720. 420, 1100. Then total sold 240, 360. 240, 360. And I have 168, 660. 168, 660. Now, how many Q sold? 120, P sold 120, Q sold 120. First A, 240, 120. 120, 120, 240, 120. Just copied this table there. 90, 78, 300, 360. right? I got all the values here. Total P available, how many articles in shops, A, B, C, D. Q, how many articles are available? Total, how many available? Total, how many sold? Out of which, how many are P sold? How many are Q sold? This takes little effort to put down this data on your rough sheet. Believe me, this is how your main exam question is different from your prelim exam question. Little more calculations are involved. Once you neatly place that, structure it in a proper format like this, questions are cakewalk. Questions are not at all difficult. Questions are very, very easy questions. Only thing is that you have to put that data neatly in a structured format. Once I put down this data on my table, then I can easily answer my questions, right? So all of you try question number 6 now. Any questions for me? Let me see. No questions. Okay. Try this question number 6 and tell me the answer. Ratio of number of articles of type Q sold by A and D. Q sold by A and D, 120 and 360. 120 and 360 is 480. This is A plus D. Type Q is to sold by B and C together. Okay, B and C is how much? 120 plus 78, 198. 198. Okay, let me see here. 680s. 6 is a common factor. 80 is to 33. 80 is to 33 is present in choice 4. 80 is to 33 is present in choice 4. Please do answer to solve. Please participate in the discussion, students. Right? You will learn. Once this data is there, solving questions would become very, very easy. Let's try question number 7, students. Let's try question number 7. Let's try question number 7. The number of articles of type Q unsold by C. Approximately what percentage of the number of articles of type Q unsold by B? Okay. Type Q, C unsold. Right? What is C? Unsold articles. Right? Now type Q, how many articles are available in C? 300. How many were sold? 78. 300 are available. How many were sold? 78. So 78 were sold means how many were unsold? 222. Okay. So number of articles C is approximately what percentage of number of articles unsold by B? Okay. B unsold of type Q. Type Q, how many are available? 440. Okay. How many were sold out of this? 120. So if I remove 120, so it has to be 320. Right? So C is what percentage of B? So C by B into 100. 222 upon 320 into 100. So here 2 triple ones, 2 160s. So clearly it is 111 upon 160 into 100. Simple. How much is 10%? 16. My base is 160. 10% will be 16, right? How much is multiplied by 7 on both sides? 70%. If you know 16 table, it is easy. 1 second. 70% would be 16 into 7. 112. So it is 111. So approximately it is 70%. In fact, slightly less than 70%. Slightly less than 70%. Among the options I can pick up straight away. Third option. Don't get into solving more, dividing and finding out. Option 69, 62, 81, 57, 75. They're quite far away. You can always make an approximation when such a huge gap between options are there. So by observation, I can say when I remove the common factor, 111 by 160, 10% of the base is 16, right? So when I know 16 table, any number close to 1 to 111, I know that 16 sevens is 112. So approximately into 7, if I do, 70% has to be my answer. In fact, it is 112, it is 111, slightly less than 70%. 69 point something has to be your answer. From the options, I'll pick up third option. Right? You got it, all of you? How do you get unsold? Total available minus total sold will get you unsold. Available minus sold will get you unsold. Choice 4, correct answer. Correct answer, Srinivas. Right? Let's move it. 8th question. Find the answer. 8th question. Find the difference between number of articles of type P unsold by C. Okay, number of articles of type Q unsold in the same shop. Okay, shop C, I want unsold of type P as well as type Q. C, how many P are available? 120. How many were sold? 90. 120 minus 90, it has to be 30. Shop Q, 300 available, 78 sold. So 300 minus 78, it has to be 222. Just now we have seen this. He is asking you difference between these two. 222 minus 30 has to be 192. 192 is present in choice 2. 192 is present in choice 2. Correct answer, which is Bharani. Bharani, correct answer. Good. Good. Keep answering. Good. Okay. 9th question on your screen. 9th question on your screen. In shop D, if the price of articles of type P and type Q is 50 rupees and 100 rupees, find the total amount earned on selling all the articles. So shop D, how many P articles sold? 300. So each P article is 50 rupees. So 300 into rupees 50. It has to be 15,000. How many Q sold? 360. It is 100 rupees. Q. So it has to be 36,000. Total, if I add, it has to be 51,000. 51,000 is present in choice 2. Simple question. See, the whole idea is to get the data. Once, correct answer, Bharani, very good. Once you get the data, you can answer the questions easily. This data is important. Once you have the data, you can answer the questions, right? One more question. All of you try. 10th question on your screen, please. Average number of articles unsold in all the shops together. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Chandana, Srinivas, Bharani, please do answer. Average number of articles unsold in all the shops. How do you get unsold in all the shops? Total available minus total sold. 400 minus 240, 160 in shop A plus shop B. 720 minus 360, exactly half, 360. Shop C, 420 minus 162, 252 if I subtract, right? So it has to be 252 plus 168, 260, 360, 420, right? 1100 minus 660, 440. Average means by 4. So 40, 92, 152, then 212. 2 carry forward. You have to do 2-digit addition. 6, 8, 11, 1, 2, 1, 2 by 4. So 303 should be your answer. 303 is present in choice 5. 303 is present in choice 5. Nobody has answered this. You have to be a little fast at your additions. That's all. 303 should be your answer. See, I can, without even calculating, by looking at the numbers, I can actually take a guess. So it's almost close to 500, 440, 450 close. It is more than 300. This is 160, this is 250. So I can say, by observation, I can say it is 400, 600, 900. So around 1200, it has to be around 300. 300, where there is only option, fifth option. Remaining all are less than 300. I can take a guess also. Right, so that's all. Next question on your screen. This is the next set. Study the following bar graph and table carefully and answer the questions that follow. Okay. The bar graph shows number of employees in 5 companies PQRST in 2022 and 2024. So bar graph shows number of employees in 2022 and 2024. The plain bar represents 22. The dotted one represents 24. So this is number of employees in 5 companies, PQRST, total employees in PQRST in 2022 and 2024 is given here. Then we have ratio of males to females in 2022, ratio of males and females in 2024. Okay. So I can write down PQRST. I'll take males in 2022, females in 2022. I'm writing roughly. And males in 2024. Let me take females in 2024. That's all. Right, let's start this. Let's start this. 6:5. Let me first finish off 2022. 11 parts, 770. So 770 by 11, each part 70. So 6 parts, 6 into 70, 420. Right, 5 into 70, 350. Then 4:5. Total 4 plus 5, 9 parts, 900. Each part is 100. So 4 parts, 400. 5 parts, 500. I'm decoding the data here. Then 5:7. Total 12 parts, 840. So 12 sevens, 84. So each part is 70. 5 into 70, 350. Right? 7 into how much? 70, 490. Right? Total 840. Then 10:7. Total 17 parts, 680. Right? 680 means 17 fours. Each part is 40. So 10 into 40, 400. 7 into 40, 280. 5:4. 9 parts total, 720. 72 means 9, 8, 72. Each part is 80. 72 by 9. Each part is 80. 5 into 80, 400. 4 into 80, 320. Similarly, let us find out total number of employees, male employees and female employees in 2024. 7:6. So 7 plus 6, 13 parts, 650. 13, 5, 650. So each part is 50. 7 into 50, 350. 6 into 50, 300. Right? Then 5:8. Again 13 parts, 780. 13, 6, 78. Each part is 60. 5 into 60, 300. 8 into 60, 480. Just check. Total has to match here is 780. 4:3. 7 parts, 700. So each part is 100. 4 parts, 400. 3 parts, 300. Right? Then 3:5. 8 parts, total 560. 8 sevens, 56. So each part is 70. 3 into 70, 210. 5 into 70, 350. 360, 560. Yes, matching. 3:2. 5 parts, 600. So each part should be 120. So 120 into 3, 360. 120 into 2, 240. Right? We have decoded the data here. Once we have decoded the data, we can answer the questions here. 420, 400, 350, 400, 400. Yes. Let me take females in 2022. 350, 500. 490, 280, 320. Yes. Let me take 2024. 350, 300. Okay. 400, 210, 360. Yes. Then 300, 480. 300, 350 and 240. Right. I have copied the entire data of males and females here on your screen. This is what you need to do in your particularly in your main exam. Once you get the data, copy the data neatly on your rough sheet. put that data, decode that data, put that data neatly on your rough sheet. Once you put that, questions will be very, very easy. Questions will not demand much time, because each and every question you go back and check. Let's say you're not writing like this. Each and every question you're going back and checking. Sometimes there is a chance that you can make a mistake. Instead of taking A, you will take B. Ratio parts, instead of taking 2022, you will take 2024. There is a chance of making a mistake. Aram se, dheere se, you write down the data. Once you write down the data, you can answer the questions very, very easily. Let's start with 11th question. These are on your screen, students. Question number 11. Total number of male employees P and R in 2022. Approximately what percentage of female employees in Q&T in 2024? P and R in 2022. Male employees in P and R 420, 350. Okay, 770. This is what percentage of female employees in Q and T in 2024. Q is 480, T is 240, 720 into 100. So this is how much? How much is this? 77 by 70. No need to calculate actually. See here. Actually not required. Look at the options. Numerator more than denominator. That means answer has to be more than 100%. Numerator and denominator are equal, it is 100%. Numerator less than denominator less than 100. Numerator more than denominator more than 100. There is only one option with more than 100%. That has to be your answer. No need to calculate also. Directly I can say option 5 should be your answer. Option 5 should be your answer. Anybody has answered this? 106. Correct, Bharani. Correct, Bharani. Who is this? SRS. Choice 5. Right. Correct answer. Correct answer. Right. Let's move it. Try this question and tell me the answer. Ratio of total number of male employees in Q and S in 2024. Q and S 300, 210. Okay, 510 is to female employees in R and T in 2022. R and T 490, 320, 810. So this has to be 3 common factors, 17, 327. 17 is to 27. Choice 4 should be your answer. Choice 4 should be your answer. Good. Keep answering. Right. 13th question. Difference between average of female employees in R and T in 2022. Females R and T in 2022. 490 plus 320 by 2. 810 by 2. It has to be 405. Okay. And male employees PRS in 2024. 2024 P 350, 400, 360. 350. So PR and S. Sorry, my mistake. PR and S, not T. And S is 210. So 350 plus 400 plus 210 upon 3. Average means number of quantities. 610, 660, 960 by 3. So 320. So difference between these two, 405 minus 320, the difference has to be 85. 85 is present in choice 1. 13th question, 85 is present in choice 1. Right? Try this question, 14th. 14th question, students. Anybody has answered? Choice 5. Okay. Right. Try this question. 14th question. Number of male employees in P in 2025. 2025 is not given. When compared to 2024, increased by 40%. So number of male employees in 2025. male employees increased by 40% when compared to 2024. P male employees is 350. So 40%, it has to be 350, 10% 35, 40% means into double, you double this, 20% 70, 40% 140. 350 plus 140, 490. Okay. And number of female employees of P in 2025. Okay. Number of female employees in P in 2025 when compared to 2022 is decreased by 20%. Right. So P 2022 female employees 350. 20% drop. So 350, again 10% is same. 35, 20% will be 70. So it is 280. Now what's the question? Total number of employees in P in 2025. Simply add these two. 170, 770 should be your answer. 770 is present in choice 2. 770 is present in choice 2. Okay. One more question for you students. One more question. From this set, this is the last question. Question number 15. Try this. Try this. I'll wait for your answer. I'll wait for your answer. Bharani, correct answer. 770 is the correct answer. Right. Try this question. Right. Question number 15, students. 720, Bharani. Correct answer. Very good. Correct answer, Bharani. But you have to be little fast, Bharani. You have taken almost some 50-55 seconds. You have to be little fast. 2024 number of male employees in company U, okay, is 25% less than male employees in company T. U 2024. Let me write male employees. 20%, 25% less than male employees in T. In T, how many are male employees in 2024? 360. 20% less. Not 20%. How much? 25% less. 25% is 1 by 4. 90 less. 270. Okay. And number of female employees in U, 150 more than female employees in R. R 2024 female employees is 300. So it has to be 150 more. 300 plus 150. 450. So 720 has to be your answer. Total employees in U, that's the question. Right? So male plus female, 720. It is present in choice 5. It is present in choice 5. Right? Next set on your screen. Look at these students. So please do answer any questions I have. No, Bharani was the answer giving 720. Okay, chalega. Bar graph shows, study the bar graph and table carefully to answer the questions that follow. Bar graph shows the number of schools in 5 cities P, Q, R, S, T. Table shows percentage of state syllabus schools out of total schools in the 5 cities and the number of CBSE schools out of central syllabus schools. So you have to be careful. There is a bar graph which talks about total number of schools in 5 cities P, Q, R, S, T. This is a bar graph which is talking about total schools In PQRST, 150, 180, 200, 225, 250. Again, you have to simplify the data, then only it will become easy. Then table shows percentage of state syllabus schools out of total schools. So out of these total schools, how many are state syllabus schools that are given here, right? Then number of CBSE schools out of central syllabus schools. So I have got number of CBSE schools out of central syllabus schools. Now he has given two notes here. If you see, total number of schools is number of state syllabus schools plus number of central syllabus. State syllabus school plus central syllabus school, state syllabus school plus central syllabus school must be equal to total schools. Number of central syllabus schools is equal to number of CBSE schools plus number of ICSE schools, right? Number of central syllabus schools is equal to number of CBSE schools, number of ICSE schools, right? Take down these units, then we'll discuss. Just decode the data. Quick. Once you decode the data, it will be easy for you to solve the questions, right? Now, this it is PQRST. Let me write here PQRST. Total schools 150. This is 180, 200, 225, 250, right? Percentage of state syllabus schools. State schools. It is 60%. 10%, 15, 16%, 90, 15 into 6. 70%, 126. 10%, 18, 70% into 7. 18 into 7, 126. 75%, 3 by 4. So it has to be 150. 4 goes 50 times, 3 into 50, 150. 80% are state schools. So remove 20% from this. 10%, 22.5. 10%, 22.5 here. 20%, 45. 225 minus 45 will be my 180. These are my state schools. Don't do 80% of this. I want 80% of this, so remove 20%. 250, 50%. It has to be 125. Can we write down central schools? What is total number of schools? State schools plus central schools. If I want central schools, total schools minus state schools will be your central schools. 150 minus 90, 60. 180 minus 126. It has to be 54. Then 200 minus 150. So it has to be 50. This has to be 45. This has to be 125. Right? Then number of CBSE schools. That number is given here. CBSE schools. It is given in the table, the last column. 40. Directly I can put it. 25, 20, 35, 50. So what is total number of central schools? Central schools is CBSE schools plus number of ICSE schools. CBSE plus ICSE together is central schools. So if I want ICSE, so central minus CBSE, 60 minus 40, 20, total 60 central schools, 40 belong to CBSE, so 60 minus 40, 20 belong to ICSE. 54 minus 25, it is 29. 50 minus 20, it is 30. 45 minus 35, it is 10. 125 minus 50, this is 75. I have copied the same data on the next page. See here, number of schools 150, 180, 200, 225, 250. State syllabus 90, 126, 150, 180, 125. Central school 60, 54, 50, 45, 125. CBSE 40, 25, 20, 35, 50. So difference 20, 29, 30, 10, 30, 10 and 75. We got this. We got this. Right. So let's start. First question on your screen. Ratio of total number of ICSE syllabus schools in P and R to that of CBSE schools in Q and S. P and R ICSE schools 20 plus 30. ICSE schools are 50. Is to CBSE schools in Q and S 25 and 35. It has to be 60. So the ratio is 5:6. 5:6 is present in choice 5. 16th question, choice 5. Right? Nobody is answering. Someone has answered. SRS, correct answer. Good. Next one. 17th question. What is the percentage of ICSE schools in school T? School T total 250 total schools. Out of that ICSE are 75. 75 upon 250 into 100. 25 goes 0, 0 cancel. 25 goes 3 times. 3 into 10. Simple question. 30% should be your answer. Wow. Very good, SRS. Very good. Third option. Very good. Very good. I appreciate. Try this then. I'll hold. This simple question. Total number of ICSE schools. Total number of ICSE schools. I'm waiting for your answer. Add all these, no? 49, 79, 89, 164. 164 has to be your answer. It is present in 18th question. Option 4. 18th question, option 4. Right? See, these kind of sets have also appeared in the examination. I am not saying all will be difficult. First set was difficult, time consuming, right? Second set was moderate. Like that, all kinds of sets will be there in the exam. You have to be very, very careful while picking up the set. But basically, when you go to the main exam, whatever data is given there, if you decode that, then easily you can answer the questions, right? But what percentage number of ICSE schools in T more or less than R? T is 75, R is 30 ICSE schools. I can remove 5 common, 15 common factor. So clearly it is what percentage more? Difference 3. Opposite of more is lesser value 2 into 100. It has to be 150% more. 150% more is present in choice 2. 150% more is present in choice 2. Correct, Chandra? 164. SRS, correct answer. 164. 150, Bharani, correct answer. Good. Good. Keep trying. Keep trying. Right? Let's move it. The last question from this particular set. Question number 20. Average number of CBSE schools per city. Add this number 40, 65, 85, 120, 170. Total 170 CBSE schools per city means 5 cities are there. It has to be 34. 34 is present in choice 1. Question number 20, choice 1. Question number 20, choice 1. Okay. Last set from today's session. Last set from today's session. This is caselet. Caselet, you have to put this data in the form of table, then you have to answer the questions. Put this data in the form of table and you have to answer the questions. Let's try this. I'll give you 3-4 minutes, then I'll discuss. Try this set, students. 150 correct answer, Bharani. Keep trying, keep trying. This is particularly targeting your upcoming IBPS RRB PO mains exam. I'm out of the screen. I'm giving you time to solve the questions. Please do that. Put this data in the form of table, then we'll solve. There are three sellers, P, Q, and R, who sell mobile phones of two brands, X and Y. Total number of mobile phones sold by P, Q, and R are in the ratio 3:4:5. Number of X brand mobiles sold by P and Q are equal. Number of Y brand mobiles by Q is 50% more than X brand mobiles sold by Q. Right? The ratio of X brand mobiles sold by Y, X brand mobile sold to that of Y brand mobile sold by R, 3:2. Total number of mobile phones sold by P, Q, and R is 600. So this is the data. Try and put this in the form of table, then we'll solve this. One more minute I am giving you. One more minute I am giving you. Put this data in the form of table, then we'll solve this. Keep trying. Last 30 seconds. Okay, let's put down this data now. All of you, see here, we'll discuss this. There are three sellers, P, Q, and R, who sell mobile phones of two different brands, X and Y. Total number of mobile phones sold by P, Q, and R are in the ratio 3:4:5. We read somewhere total mobile phones is 600. So 3:4:5 means total 12 parts. So what is one part value? 600 by 12. So each part value is 50. So three parts, 3 into 50, this is 150. 4 into 50, this is 200. 5 into 50, this is 250. So let me write down. Seller P, Q, and R. They're selling brand X mobiles. They're selling brand Y mobiles. And they're selling totals. Total, how many they have sold? Seller P, I have written there. 3 into 50. How much is it? 150. Seller Q, total 4 into 50, 200. Seller R, so 5 into 50, 250. Right? Now we have got some information. This is done. Right? Number of X brand mobiles sold by brand X sold by P and Q are equal. Okay. Total number of Y brand mobiles sold by Q is 50% more than X brand mobiles. This is 100%. This is 150, 50% more, 150%. What is the ratio? 5 3s, 5 2s. So total 5 parts, 200. Each part 200 by 5. Each part is 40. So 2 parts, this is 80. 3 parts, 3 into 40, 120. Total 200. Then I have read one point here. X brand X sold by P and Q are equal. Q is 80, so this has to be 80. P and Q are equal, brand X. So total 150. 80 are brand X, 150 minus 80, 70 are brand Y. Then I have got ratio of X brand mobile phones sold to Y brand sold by R, 3:2. X brand is to Y brand, this ratio is 3:2. 5 parts, 250. So 250 by 5, each part is 50. So this is 3 parts, 150. This is 2 parts, 100. I got this data now. Right? I have copied this data here. 80, 70, 150, 80, 120, 200, 150, 100, 250. This is total also I am adding. What is this total? 310. I am putting this data. This is 290. Total is 600. Once I get this data, I can solve the questions easily. So first question on your screen, question number 21. Okay, I have a chart here. Brand X 80 and brand Y 70. Correct, Srinivas. Seller P sold brand X. Correct. Brand X 80, brand Y 70. Correct. That's what we have written, right? Let's move it. First question you answered. Oh, great. Who has answered? Bharani. Answer 10. Okay. First 10 is what you are getting. Let's see. Let's see. Difference between number of brand X and brand Y sold by P. 80 minus 70. Correct. You're getting 10. 10 is present in choice 2. Correct answer, Bharani. Okay. Try this question. 22. Try this question. 22. Total number of brand X mobile phones sold by R. Okay. R brand X is what percentage? Brand X R is 150. What percentage more or less than total number of brand Y sold by R? It is simple. R is 100. This is 100, this is 150. Clearly it is 50% more. No need to calculate. This is 100, this is 150. So it has to be, this is the easiest set in the entire 25 question. This is the easiest set. So it is 50% more. Okay. Try this. I'm waiting for your answer. 50 who has given? Bharani. Correct answer, Bharani. Try this question, ma. Try this question, ma. Ratio of number of brand X mobile phones sold by P to brand Y mobile phones sold by R. Brand X by P, 80 is to brand Y by R, 100. 2 4s, 2 5s. So ratio 4:5. First option should be your answer. Correct answer. SRS, correct answer. And Bharani also correct answer. Good. Try this, 24th. (45) Chandra. Which one is 45? Achha, you are saying 4:5. I think (2) is missing. Correct. Previous question. Try this question. I think it is (2) is missing there. I understood. So, Bharani has answered 20. So fast. Chandra has answered 20. Okay, Chandra deleted previous message. Okay, TK 20. Bharani 20, Chandra 20. Correct answer. Difference between total number of brand X mobiles and total number of brand Y mobiles sold by all the sellers. You can add this. So 310 minus 290, this difference is 20. Right? Clearly 20 is present in choice 5. So last question of today's session. Try this one, 25. Total number of brand X mobile phones sold by P and Q is what approximate percentage of total number of brand Y mobile phones sold by Q and R. Brand X sold by P and Q. Brand X is 160. Approximate what percentage of total number of brand Y sold by Q and R? 200 plus 100, 120 plus 100, 220. So 160 upon 220 into 100. It is 2 8s, 2 11s. 8 by 11, answer will be 9 multiple, 72.72%. Approximately, I can say 73%. Anybody has answered 73? Someone has answered 73. Correct answer. Bharani, correct answer. 73% is choice 3. 73% is choice 3. Tomorrow, we are doing RRB PO, top 5 puzzles for RRB PO tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Right? Please do join our sessions. And you can register. We are doing a series of RRB PO webinar sessions. So, which will be helpful for your upcoming IBPS RRB PO mains. Right? After clerk also will be doing this. But along with this, you also watch the regular sessions, live sessions which are doing on a daily basis, which will help you to improve your performance better in the exam. So tomorrow's session, puzzle session, definitely attend that. And we are present on all social media channels, Telegram channel, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. So time for Bank SSCCGL, that is our Telegram social media handle name. So you can search that, you can join there. For classroom coaching, you can contact our nearest time center. For online courses, you can go through this links t4e.info/bankssc online. We have online live courses, we have online flexi courses, bank, standalone SSC, bank plus SSC, bank SSC railways, all put together. We are having combo courses also, 3-month variant, 6-month, 12-month validity variant. So depending on your what you called choice, you can choose your variant, whether live or recorded. Also, we also offer test series. We also offer correspondence courses. You can select from those variants. You can refer this link. You can go through this link. Same link is also given in your description box. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on all the bell icons. Click on the bell icon to get all the latest updates from us. So that's all from our side. Thank you very much. And we wish you all the best for your upcoming exams. Do attend tomorrow's session, students. Thank you very much.